So I've been using LTC's GM022 for a week now on Warzone to give you my thoughts on this mouse. Now this is a sponsored video, but as always, you would know the pros, the cons, the beauty, and what to watch out for before you buy the GM022 from today's sponsor, LTC. So this is a lightweight 58-gram mouse with PAW3395 sensor, a tri-mode connectivity, and includes a charging dock in its box. With a 3395, this mouse is ready for competition at the elite level, boasting up to 26,000 DPI, 1000 Hz polling rate, 650 IPS tracking speed, and 50-gram acceleration. This has a 6-step customizable DPI setting via its software and a button underneath to quickly change DPI settings. The software is a standard-looking software with reconfigurable profiles, DPI stages, polling rate, LOD height, and debounce time. As for macros, this can include both keyboard buttons and mouse buttons together. Battery levels are also visible here, and based on its software, this sleeps every 3 to 10 minutes of no movement so as to save battery. This is also configurable with its software. I calculated its battery usage and used up to 10% in about 4 hours of use, so the whole battery would last about approximately 40 hours give or take. When you're not using the mouse though, you're free to just leave it to recharge on its dock, so this way you virtually get unlimited battery throughout the mouse's lifetime. Unless of course, you use your PC for like 40 hours straight. This is offered in 4 color options, and I hope they added a red one. But that's all good. Purple and yellow are rare colors though, so I'm guessing some PC builds with those themes might benefit from these color choices. Onto its build. Out of its box, you get the mouse itself, the charging dock, paracord cable, documentation, and extra feet for the sweaty weekend gamers. I love paracord cables, and I collect them for no reason at all. I just want to. Then as for the charging dock, I like that its USB pass-through port is in front versus others being at the back. The charging dock has adhesive underneath for when you want this firmly placed on your desk. The dock also has RGB, which can be switched to 4 different modes and turned off by a press of a button. So far, I'm liking the spiral multicolored mode. In addition, this is built really well. Not lightweight, does not feel cheap, and doesn't creak. Onto the mouse, it's got a full ABS build, standard to mice, and weighs 58 grams. Perfect sweet spot for mice at mid sensitivity of 1000 DPI. Any lighter than 55, then I would set my sensitivity lower. It's just how my hands work. Shell is matte, smooth, and would eventually have shines on it, especially when used by sweaty hands. Just add grip tapes to it to protect it from signs of use. As for the charging pins or ports, whatever you call them, they're bigger than the AJ219, making the mounting process a whole lot easier. Check this out. Feet are standard and have curved edges so as to not scratch on pads. The toggle switch underneath doesn't wobble and has really good tactility. Switch up for 2.4G and switch down for Bluetooth. So far, I have no concerns with it regarding its build. And as for the buttons, all have mild pre-travel but aren't bothersome. Here's a sneak peek on its sound. That is crunchy. This is crunchy. Again, only issue I have here is its heavy middle mouse button. It's got a relatively high actuation force, which requires a little getting used to. Plus, I would appreciate it if the DPI button were placed under the mouse wheel, as I could use more buttons in Warzone. At first glance, this kinda looks like the Eagle one had a baby with AJ219. You get the aggressive downslope on the left and right buttons, but a comfortable arch for your palm. In my first Warzone game, I really felt the change in mouse, as I have been using an ergo mouse for gaming the past month or so. Yet, a few minutes in game, my hands adjusted and felt fully in sync with the mouse. I am a claw and palm gripper, and I tend to claw this mouse given its shape. I would palm this for office work and editing, yet I just feel faster, more versatile with micro movements, claw gripping this mouse. As for its weight distribution, there's more weight on the rear half of this mouse, making my glides and micro movements more controllable. I find that my aim is better given this weight distribution versus a totally balanced mouse. I don't know if they designed this on purpose, but LTC, take note, this was done right. Side buttons are perfectly positioned and my short thumbs reach them comfortably with no issues. As for clickers, you don't get aggressive grooves, but a rise on the edges of the clickers. The only room for improvement here, in terms of grip, would be the addition of grip tapes. Well, this is a room for improvement on all mice, but the inclusion of grip tapes in the box would really make this mouse shine versus the competition. Anyways, this is Biboyharanero. I'll be leaving some links in the description to LTC's website and LTC's other shops. If you have any questions, comment it down below and I'll be sure to answer them when I can. Leave a like, leave a sub, or check out my other videos. Goodbye!